Kylie Harmon, the Executive Director for Gaia Home, as well as Jeff Easler, a Gaia Home supporter and avid clay shooter. So I think that's going to come in handy here. Good morning to both of you. I appreciate you guys coming here. Thank you. Sorry if I messed up the last name. They're never my forte, I'll be honest. But let's just start out here with Buck a Bird. I know I said I was going to start with Gaia Home, but it's just got a very fun name. And now that I know you're a clay shooter, tell me a little bit about the event. Are you the brains behind it?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Yes, he is. 100% the brains behind it. Yes, he is.
So,
he is.
No, it's going to be a very fun event where we'll be able to do some fundraising for Gaia Home and share the message of Gaia Home along that line as well. It is going to be held on September 13th this year, and so we will have the ability to raise some funds for the organization.
Absolutely, and it helps out the community as well. And so, are you going to have shotguns provided, or is this a kind of a event where I should provide my own shotgun? Because you shoot with a shotgun, right, with clay pigeons?
Yeah.
Okay.
Generally, the shotgun, you bring your own shotguns.
Okay.
Right?
Just making sure.
But there are a couple available to rent from the facility out there.
Okay. Yeah, I love clay pigeon shooting. It's fun.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, it is fun.
Yeah.
But let's go a little bit more to Gaia Home in general, and what exactly is the event going to be helping out with Gaia Home? And
so right now there's a major gap in end-of-life care where there's not a place in North Dakota that specializes in that type of service. And so what we're proposing to do is build a community of home-like units and shared gathering spaces that staff 24/7 by professional health caregivers that specialize in end-of-life care. So families and their loved one can be there, and with that 24-hour caregiver support in a setting that is more homey-like, a little bit larger spaces and such to provide family adequate space to be there with their loved one. It's just going to give them the opportunity to really just focus on making lasting memories with their loved one versus having to take on the difficulties of the caregiving tasks.
And so is Gaia Home where you guys come to someone's house, or are you providing housing?
So it would be a home place where they could come to. So most places like this in other states, typical length of stay is anywhere between 5 to 7 days. Most people will start hospice in their home, but it can get to a point where the disease progression is just too difficult for the family members. And so this could be an option then for those people, and any people who live outside of a hospice service area, people who are discharged from a hospital, don't have a place to live out their final days, people who don't want to have that final passage in their home because it can be too traumatic for the remaining family members. And so that's what we're looking to provide.
And you said, I think you just said too, a little bit more about areas that don't have hospice. So that tells me a little bit more about the rural areas. And
yes.
So you cover more than just Bismarck-Mandan.
So the facility will be based here in Bismarck-Mandan, but in Bismarck actually. But there are 28 counties in western North Dakota, and 3 currently have no hospice services whatsoever. So this would be an opportunity. I mean, it's still not exactly close where they're at, but closer than what the other options are.
Because those times are not easy, and I think we can all relate to a family member, a loved one who's kind of been down this path. And so that's good to know that there is help out there to make just a life easier, and so that's a plus. And so I want to go back to Buck a Bird now, because it is a fundraising event. So where are the funds going to help out? Like, where's that close proximity to?
So it's going to go towards our campaign. So right now we're currently in the process of raising funds so that we can build the Gaia Home neighborhood. And so, but yes, he is the brainchild behind it, and he came up with a very unique idea of VIP shooters. Do you want to talk about that?
Go for it.
Yeah, this is a fundraising format that has never been tested or completed in anywhere that I have seen. So I wanted to put this together for the fundraising aspect of it, and you can participate in the event by being a shooter. You can just come out and shoot that day. You can be a VIP, which you can be a shooter, but if you can also find sponsors, which will give you $1 a bird for every one that you break. So if you come out and shoot 35 targets, well, the 5 sponsors that you have lined up would each donate $35 to Gaia Home.
I love that. And
Yeah.
is this the first time you guys are doing this?
Yes.
Okay. Well, it's going to
Yeah.
be a great event, September 13th. Register online.
Yep.
Just come in person. How do we?
thegaiahome.org.
Love
Please
it.
try and register before, but if you show up the day of, we will make a place for you.
Kylie and Jeff, we appreciate you guys coming down today.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.